What's up guys, Kaiju here with another video, and today I'll be updating my initial impressions video or initial review of the Fantech XD3 V2. So I've been using this for almost a week and I wanted to test it a bit more, but grasped uh, I've pretty much grasped it already. I don't think I need to test it even further or even more. Um, Namely because the shape doesn't work out for me. Okay, so before I talk about everything else, yeah, I just want to put a disclaimer that this is a really good mouse. Like that is the premise. Like this is a really good mouse. One of the uh, if the shape works for you, it's really one of the best mice you can buy right now. Um, yeah. So if I'll be saying my thoughts later. I'll be having my personal complaints later on, but yeah, I just want to say that for now, or I just want to say like premise the video that this is a good mouse. Like other than my personal complaint of the shape, it's amazing. Okay, so if you didn't watch my initial impressions video, so this basically sells for around $50 to $60, depending on where you get it. Some I think is a bit are even more expensive, but yeah, for $50, this is such a steal. So this is an S2 clone, so it's the same shape as or the same mold as the what's this? The Chinese S2 clones, the OEMs, the pwnage, the Titan, the Xenix, the whatever, the Rock, those shapes. So it's pretty much the same shape. So it's not exactly the same shape as the S2. It's a bit bulkier, and yeah, most people, the people I've seen say, the peop I've seen people and read online and heard people say that yeah, it does feel a bit bigger and a bit bulkier than the S2. I don't have an S2, so I can't really compare it side by side. So I'm really just basing on what other people said and the 3D comparisons tool. Yeah, and also my experience, yeah, with the Chinese OEM clones, they are a bit bigger. Like the Sim 2 is a Viper mini clone, and it is bigger and bulkier. The Raktalan Air is a OEM clone of the Superlight, and it is also bigger and bulkier. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this one is actually bigger and bulkier. So yeah. What else? So it's in the box. It says 83 grams, but some people would say that when they weigh it on their weighing scale, it's actually 86 grams. And yeah, weirdly enough, I did feel the weight. It did feel a bit heavier for me. Like I main Vaxi mice, which are not the lightest mice. I've also been using lately the Rog Cares, which is said to be 79 grams. The Vaxi mice range from 75 to 80. I'm not sure how it actually weighs with the wire, but yeah, without the wire, it's like definitely below 80. But with the wire, you add a bit, right? So, and yeah, I don't notice that much of a difference between whenever I use 70-gram mice to 80-gram mice, or even lighter like the super light. I kind of It's there if I actually try to notice, but it's not that prominent. But weirdly enough, for this mouse, 83 or 86 grams, I really notice the difference in weight. I really feel that, oh man, this feels kind of heavy. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it is a fifth. It uses like a 700 something mAh battery. So, and then reducing it to like 300. It's moddable. Reducing the battery, it can be lighter. But yeah, whatever. It also has one of the best clicks I have ever heard. These use scale 8.0s, left, right, side buttons. So yeah, these are really good buttons. Like they're really nice, crispy, tactile. They're not that heavy. Like zero is super light. 100 yeah, let's say 0 is like super light, and then 100% is like very very heavy, and then you get the middle, right? This is around 60 or 70%. Like, it's not super heavy, but it's not that light either. Yeah, but it sounds really nice. It feels very nice, feels very premium. It feels way more premium than most expensive mouse that I have. Than the most, man, my English. It feels more premium than my other more expensive mice. This thing is $50, and its clicks are way better than my more expensive mice. The scroll wheel is okay. It's very nice and smooth, but you can still feel the steps. It's a bit hard to press, but eh. Side buttons are on the thockier side. And then another thing that I like is the coating. The coating, okay, first of all, this thing looks very premium. This thing looks like 2 to 3 times its price. It really looks nice and aesthetic and sleek, especially out of the box. The unboxing experience, like, wow, it blew me away. I didn't expect like a $50 mouse to look that good and then to feel this good. Okay, the coating is nice matte plastic or something. It's very grippy without being a fingerprint magnet, and I'm really surprised. And I really like it because vaccine mice are grippy, but there's you already see how dirty this mouse looks like because of the coating. But the coating on this one is really nice. I don't think you need grips. The coating of the here on top is different from the one on the side, and by no means does it make it feel cheap. It still feels very premium. This one is like feels kind of like your keycaps. Uh, and yeah, it makes the mouse grippier. Like, there's more grip. Again, this is probably one of my favorite coatings as well. Uh, it uses a 3370 sensor and KL 8.0s, whatever. You can see the specs. Uh, and then for the mouse feet, like, actually one of my biggest complaint are the mouse feet, because hold on, let me get them. Okay, here. I don't know if my phone will capture it, but just take my word for it. These are the extra skates because I just couldn't play with the ones. I really had to remove them. So if you guys can see it, there seems to be some kind of bump. There are bumps. See, I'll try to show it. Yeah. So it's supposed to be flat, right? And then on the corners, there are bumps. There, I hope you guys can see it. There and there. So, yeah, according to Fantech Josh, it was on purpose for better adhesion, better glue, whatever. Because if it wasn't there, it might be it might come off during shipping or something. Yeah, I guess so. But I personally hated them. I'm sorry, but yeah, I couldn't. I tried playing, but like after a few hours, or yeah, I really had to remove them because it was annoying the heck out of me. Because whenever I swipe, I barely feel the big parts. I feel more that I have like four small bumps as mouse feet, and it's not even like four small flat mouse feet like other mice, right? uh no, this feel like there are bumps. So rather than it feeling smooth and flat, it feels like it's kind of like that, right? It's like you have 4 points that are pointed, and that's what you feel on your mouse pad, and it's just annoying me. But hey, maybe I'm just being overly meticulous. For other people, I don't think it's going to be a bother, but I already saw around a couple of other people complaining about it. So there's that. I really think it's a weird I don't know. It was a weird choice for me, and something that I didn't really like. And yeah, it kind of ruined the glide for me. The stock feet per se, like, in terms ignoring this complaint, the bumps. they're pretty okay. They're pretty decent. I don't think you necessarily have to change them to aftermarket skates. The only reason why you're gonna change them is again if you, like me, hate the bumps. Okay, and yeah, because rather than like as I have Tiger Arc ones here now, but rather than like you can feel the entire like all the skate, all the feet, and it's like a nice moving flowing motion. But with that one, it's like there are like four bumps. That's like going like that. So it's just really annoying for me. I had to change it. And uh this wireless version, the you cannot fit the S2 skates, but apparently the wired version, the UX3, it's 1:1 with the S2 skates. So you can just buy aftermarket skates for the S2 and then bam, put them there. For this wired version, the best that I could find were the Vaxi skates. Um, all Vaxi skates are the same, whether for the outset NP01 and NP01S. You, you just have to cut very little, like even like from afar. Like if you're not really going to look at it, you're not gonna scrutinize it. You can barely see it, or you barely. Oh, which one did you cut? But yeah, I cut very little here and a little bit here. See, just very minimal. And yeah, it made the glide better. I enjoyed my time with it more. Okay, what else? So overall, this is a really good and a really solid mouse. Like, especially if like you don't know where to start, you're not in the hobby yet, or like you don't know what mouse. Yeah, you don't know what mouse to buy. I can suggest this mouse. Like, I'll be happy to like if I didn't have my other mice with me, I'll be happy to use this mouse. Like, I'm sure I can like adjust to it, and I already kind of did like but the thing is like whenever I hold it I have to think, oh, how do I hold this mouse again? Like I constantly have to readjust my grip, find my grip, as compared to my other mice like my NP01S, my Sim 2, and everything. It's just natural. I just put my hand on them and it's good. So yeah, as good as this mouse is, it's the shape is not for me. um yeah. So what else? Overall, I think it's definitely worth the buy and worth to check it out. Like, yeah, again, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna complain in a while about the shape. um, yeah, let me gather my thoughts first. Okay, time to complain about the shape. So, uh, I initially bought this mouse because one of my favorite shapes so far is the NP01. And since the NP01 is closely related to the S2, and this is an S2 clone, and it's wireless, so this is the most cope, the closest I can get to an NP01 wireless. But the thing is, they feel really different in hand. Well, I'm not gonna go into detail here. Uh, I have another video of kind of comparing them. So anyways, so my problem with the shape is like the sides are too narrow. Like I have 19 by 10 centimeter hands, and when I try to, and I like to relax, I either knuckle claw or relax claw. But with this mouse, um, it's too narrow for me. Like whenever I try to close it with my pinky, it ends up going like that, and it keeps on bumping here. Like this part keeps bumping on this part. So when I try to close it, like a relaxed claw, put my fingers here, it's just very uncomfortable. Whenever I try to pincer grip, pincer claw, it's very uncomfortable because this thing is just cutting into this part. But what I found to be the, I guess, the best, way to hold this is an aggressive claw, where you curl your fingers like this. If you play or if you hold your mouse curling your fingers like this, then you're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna run into the problems like I mentioned in terms of the shape. But if you palming this is a bit awkward unless you got really small hands. Finger tipping, I guess, but it's a heavy mouse, so it's kind of awkward to fingertip a heavy mouse. Uh, Relax claw, or basically if you want to put your fingers here, your these fingers over here. It might be I might not suggest it because again, it kind of cuts into this part and it's very uncomfortable. If you like pincer claw, I don't think this is for you, um, because the hump is pretty prominent. But the thing is, it's not completely like round like that. It feels a bit pointy, like it goes a bit like that. That's why it's kind of the same my same complaint with the XM1R why I didn't like this XM1R. But what else? That's pretty much it. So other than my personal complaints of the shape and the mouse feet, this is a pretty solid mouse. If somebody asks me, "Hey, what mouse should I get? What wireless mouse should I get?" This might be the first thing that I'm gonna suggest. Um, because it's a really banger mouse. Oh yeah, build quality is so damn solid. No creaking, no rattle. I really have to press it super hard just for me to feel some kind of flex. And you're not gonna do that in game. This thing is built like a tank. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a really good mouse. I give it like a 9 out of 10 because of the mouse. Fine, 9.5 out of 10 because of the mouse feet. And maybe the weight. So, fine, let's go with 9 out of 10. Because most people would want, a lighter mouse now. Uh, gaming, but I don't know. Fine, I give it a 9 out of 10 or 9.5 out of 10. But, my personal thing because of uh, my personal complaints, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 because shape is king. And the thing is, again, if this was my only mouse, like I didn't have any other mouse, I wouldn't really mind. I can adjust to it. I've adjusted to it more or less. But the thing is, why would I adjust to a mouse when I'm already comfortable with my other mice, right? Oh yeah, another thing is if you like to, I have a hard time tilt gripping this, tilt clawing. I really have to keep it very, very like ambi. Like you really have to like supinate. Wait, pronate, supinate, right? It has your hands have to be very straight, in my opinion. Which I can feel some strain already on my wrist. I feel like I'm gonna get like carpal tunnel or something. So I like to tilt grip a bit, but again, the problem is this part of the hump is like really digging in to this part of my hand. And I think it's because it's the hump is pretty prominent, but this part is too narrow, so you end up having to like close your hand like that, so it's kind of painful. But again, if you like to curl your ring and your pinky, I don't think it's gonna be that much of a problem. So performance wise, there's no complaint. Honestly, my complaint is the shape and the mouse feet. Very, very minor and very, very subjective. Overall, pretty good mouse. Don't let my complaints kind of like make you not buy it. I still try to like experiment. It's definitely a good mouse. Very good job, Fantech. Next time, just the feet. I don't know. I just really don't like it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and sub. Peace out.